and Dave Daly right here on the Muskegon Channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. Dave's loosening up the tie. We're getting ready to lay some news on you for a Tuesday. It is the 18th of February. I have some exciting things to report. Yesterday, we had a stowaway Sunday night into Monday because of winter break. Colton stayed over. And yesterday when you fell off a cliff and started stumbling over everything you were saying, and I was like that.
That was towards the end.
Yeah, it was toward the end. Yep, it sure was. But Colton's like, why is he ringing that bell? And Cindy's like, well, don't go down there now. You don't want to disturb him, but I'll show you in a minute. So we get done. I get the thing posted and everything's out, right? She shows the kid the podcast. Colton looks at it and he goes, God. And I'm like, what? He goes, his studio sucks. At least you got cool things behind you. Look at that behind him. How boring.
It's a window.
Well, you got thrown under the bus by an 8-year-old, man.
It gives the affect of a news studio, which it's not. It's
not if you're 8.
Yeah, right. Well, fortunately, he's not.
You got cool things hanging behind you.
He's not the target demo, fortunately.
Well, no, I know that, but
anyway,
I thought I had to kind of snicker when he said that. That was funny.
That's funny. Yeah. Great.
So,
children are our future.
What does Max ever say about these?
He laughs sometimes.
Yeah.
He's
you
only
don't show him, do you?
He's only interested if his name comes up because he's, he's daddy's boy.
Well, ask him tonight what he thinks about.
Me?
That's what you'll do since he's daddy's boy. You find out. You show him this that we talked about Max today, and you find out who's got the cooler background.
Okay, gotcha.
The gloves are off, my friend.
All right, I will ask. I got to pick him up from school today. So.
And keep in mind that if he does turn toward you saying that you've got a cooler background, I can bust out the Pee Wee Herman doll.
Oh, okay.
That'll be the. Oh, really, Max? Take a look at Pee Wee.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, then it will all be Then he'll shift, no question. Probably already shifted just during this conversation that he hasn't seen yet. So.
All right. See.
Anyway.
I have that power.
Yes, you do.
What are we gonna do? Some news?
Hang on, I'm gonna unbutton. This is just.
Would you? Let me see.
This is for ladies. There you go.
Oh.
And for some of the men.
Go down one more so we can see your third nipple.
No.
Come on, please. Come on. Let me.
Dude, hey, you got to leave something to the imagination.
Oh.
All right. Understand? That's how it works.
All right.
Anyway, let's do it. Ready? And scene. ISIS may be on its last legs. U.S. and coalition forces have moved in on the last territory held by the Islamic terrorist organization. Victory could be achieved by the end of the week. Of course, there's still that ongoing battle on a bunch of other fronts, but that's good. That's a positive. It's been forever. So, have we figured out if it's ISIS or ISIL? I still hear some people referring to it as ISIL. I don't know. I mean, before you fight an enemy, shouldn't you know how to pronounce the enemy's name?
And I think too that you ought to maybe take into the account of sleeper cells and other people that are just
those are always
here and there all over the world, and
ankle biters.
Running off and declaring it. And here's the thing, and you would think that we might have learned this going back as far as Vietnam. Running off and declaring that you've beaten an enemy that you've not clearly seen everywhere.
Right.
Might not be the best idea. But, if it makes you feel good, makes you feel good.
Well, like I said, it's still, I mean,
they're not what they were. I'll give you that.
They're not wearing uniform. They're not wearing uniform. This is the problem when you're dealing with terrorist cells and terrorist groups. They don't wear uniforms. It's not like back in the day when we were fighting the red coats. You knew who the Brits were. They let you know who they were. They were wearing red coats. Now you don't know who anybody is. Oh, wait, he's got a beard? He's got a beard.
Right.
He's got a beard. Then, he may be the enemy. You could be the enemy. You've got a goatee. I don't know. That's why I'm clean shaven. So nobody thinks I'm the enemy.
Right. Anybody with a microbrew could be the enemy. Exactly. I mean, you see those bearded fellas.
Damn Skippy. We don't know. Cells could be anywhere. They could be anywhere.
But, it goes back to the Viet Cong and everything else. You don't know who the enemy is.
Hey, remember that episode of Gilligans Island when that Japanese veteran was on the island and he was still convinced that World War II was going on?
I guess I do, vaguely.
Yeah, I can't remember. He took Gilligan under arrest and put him in a bamboo prison.
Although, I will say, you bring up Gilligan's Island, it's funny you mentioned that because last night we were watching Andy Griffith and it was the episode where the skipper was on, and he played that guy from the mountains that came into town to find a wife.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? Jeff, what did they call him in that? Jeff something or other in that episode.
I can't remember.
You know,
I forgot how great Andy. Every time I watch an Andy Griffith episode, I forget how good it was.
Did I ever tell you my grandfather was in the Coast Guard with Alan Hale?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't Alan Hale? Did he punch out Alan Hale?
That's the story. I mean, I've never. I guess Alan Hale was just like he was on the TV shows in real life, and my grandfather, being from the Bronx, had a bit of a short wick. And I can't confirm it because right. But the story goes,
he punched out the skipper, whose character's name. Okay, it was only referenced, I believe, one time. May have been in the pilot episode of Gilligans Island. What was the skipper's name?
That I don't know.
Jonas Grumby.
That's right. I remember it now.
Jonas Grumby. If I ever start a band, the band's name will be Jonas Grumby.
The Jonas Grumbies.
I gotta learn how to play an instrument and sing.
There you go.
Or, thinking like prog rock or something. That sounds like Jonas
awesome.
Grumby.
Everybody's into that.
Moving on, the second in the series of supermoons. This was a story that was kind of up your alley, but not really. I don't know. Second in the series of supermoons arrived last night. The first supermoon happened January 21st and was accompanied by a full lunar eclipse. Last night's supermoon was the brightest and will be the brightest until December 2026. Did you check it out? I just saw it this morning.
I did a little moon gazing last night.
It threw me off early this morning, because I get up at these ridiculous hours. You get to sleep in until 7:30, 8 o'clock, whenever you feel like getting up.
About 10 to 8.
Us working men, us hard hats, us lunch bucket folk, we got to get up before dawn breaks. But yeah, it was weird because it threw me off because it was so bright. I actually thought I overslept this morning.
Really?
But no, it was like bright out at 3:30. So
wow,
insane. But there you go. It's nice. A little nice story.
I like that.
You have terra sleeper cells, and then we downshift to supermoons. That's how we do. That's how we go.
And then I'll throw in a rocket. You ready?
Very nice. All right, gas prices have shot back up across Muskegon and all of West Michigan, pretty much all over the state. AAA says the state average is now $2.37 a gallon. Prices have been well over $2.50. I actually got it for $2.55 last night. That's well over 30 cents higher than just a month ago. It's going to keep doing this. It'll go up. It'll go back down. It'll go up. Yep. Think about it, though.
$2.50 to me is still plenty acceptable.
It's still, when you think about 19 years ago, back in 2000, when we hit $2 a gallon and everybody freaked out.
Yep.
And it's been right around 2, 3. I mean, we ventured up into the 4 for a brief time, but I mean,
we hit 5.
The fact that 19 years later, we're still basically the same price.
Yeah, we hit 5. Don't forget that.
I'm not even gonna.
There was photo proof.
I think that's photoshopped proof.
No.
Yeah.
And just keep in mind that interest is compounded daily.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I'll get right on that. Okay. Sports, Wings were off. Blackhawks beat Ottawa 8-7. Every time I intend to do a wing score, they're off. Same with the Pistons. I think about doing, but they're both ensconced in mediocrity, so who cares? Not mediocre. Michigan and Michigan State hoops. Sparty back in the top 10 in the latest AP poll. They're at number 10. Michigan number 7. Michigan will take on a shorthanded Michigan State team in Ann Arbor on Sunday afternoon. Of course, Michigan State without Josh Langford for the year. Nick Ward going to be done until tournament time with that hairline fracture of his left hand. But they got a lot of reinforcements, so should be a great game on Sunday. We shall see.
You want to put a little juice on it?
No, not on that game. I'll do you one at the in the game at the Breslin Center.
No. I want to go. I want to go on this one.
No. It's on the road in Michigan State's without 2 starters.
Well, come on, man up.
Come on, no.
Grow a pair.
I don't know. I have a pair.
Oh, you, my friend, you're dangling some raisins there, I think, because you, a true fan would take this bet.
Can I tell you something before we end this? I gotta say this. You know that bronzer I've been using?
Yeah.
On my skin, you get grossed out by me putting lotion. It is. I look more tan today.
You really look wonderful.
I feel like I'm glowing. Look at this, man. I'm telling you, you got to get into that.
See this? See that right there?
What?
Right here?
I don't even see what that is. I have no idea what that is. What?
That's a big ingrown hair.
Okay.
So, I've been picking at it and doing what I can because I want to maintain my beauty as well.
Right.
So I pick at it, and every now and again it drains a little bit, and I'm not going to shave today because I'd like to, hopefully just lop it off when I do shave.
Good. That's probably a good idea.
So, yeah. So
You know what I'm doing right now?
What are you doing right now?
This is thoughtfully stroking my chin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to let you go for the day. You can go thoughtfully stroke something else, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Really? Go low. That's how we end it? Okay.
See you tomorrow.
See ya.